Questions for Coach Johnson?
How's practice today?
It drug a little bit. I thought that, as I told the kids, I thought defense probably had a little more energy than the offense. The offense was awful.
What in particular did you not like?
Just no energy, no, going through the motions.
Do you think that's an adjustment to working in pads?
I think it's hot. Yeah, I think it was hot, and we had a big case of feeling sorry for ourselves.
Overall, how was the conditioning level of the team?
About like you'd think the first week of camp.
How difficult is it to fight through the first 4 or 5 days of pads to get guys used to it?
It's probably hard, especially when it's hot, but that's what they're going to have to play in, so you have to do it. It's as much mental as it is physical.
Brad Morgan is a guy that's struggled through some injuries. Finally, in the spring, he started to get some notice. How's he doing?
He was doing okay. Today he was awful, but prior to that he was doing okay.
On the defense, did anyone figure jump out at you?
I don't know that it was any individual. No, I mean nobody's going to mistake it for the Pittsburgh Steel Curtain, but I'm just saying that they had more energy and they were better than the offense.
It seems like they kind of have some things to kind of build the energy up in terms of their practice stuff they do with Coach Woody and stuff the guys talked about. Do you feel like that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying like, do you get what I'm saying? Like they seem a little more fired up than in the past.
Well, that's good. They should be. It's a brand new season, and we got off to a brand new start. Have you guys ever, I'm just going to ask you, I'm just curious, have you ever heard of a football team or have you ever seen anyone who had a new coach everything wasn't great?
No.
There you go.
It's always a new culture.
That's why they change coaches so much in the pros.
There you go.
How much work has been done to get the A-backs more involved in the offense?
None. I mean, they'll get theirs as they get it. I mean, we're not doing anything special to get them the ball.
Just based on what the defense gives you, right?
It's just how we play. We do what we do.
How much of it do you think was Taquan seeing it versus defenses trying to take them out of the game last year, though?
I think that just the quarterbacks are different. I mean, Taquan likes to carry the ball. JT likes to distribute the ball. Now, with the kind of year that Taquan had, I would think that they'll have more opportunities because they'll get, I think people will start to take him more because he carried the ball more. But there's not a whole lot you can do to get them the ball. You can't force the ball to them. If people want to take them away, they can. But they should weaken themselves on the other two aspects of it.
How's Jahazy looking at center?
He's doing okay. He's doing good.
Is he splitting it?
They're all rolling, but he's playing mostly center.
How did you, what he kind of seemed like you subbed him in pretty late after Kenny got hurt. What did you see in him?
I just thought he's got quickness and good hat speed and can roll his hips. He's a good athlete, so that's a natural position for him. He could play in there, and Kenny could play guard. Who knows when he comes back? I mean, there's all kinds of combinations. That's why you're trying to find out in practice.
So you talk about trying to find the best 7 or 8 guys. So he would be in that 7 or 8 no matter where he played.
Who?
Jahazy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
With what happened with Andrew last year and some of the other injuries, has it made you guys want to maybe slow down with Kenny, a guy that size? It may take a little longer to do.
We don't have any say in that. That's the trainers and the doctors. We'll get them back when they clear them. And that's nothing. We don't have anything to do with the injuries.
How's Jalen camp look so far?
He's had a good camp so far.
Have you seen progression in terms of his blocking ability specifically?
Jalen?
Yeah.
I think he's always been a pretty good blocker. He's a big, strong kid. I mean, he might be he's the strongest receiver by a mile. If you do by weight testing and that, he's a strong cat.
I know it's tough with special teams to go live because it's one of the more areas where people get hurt sometimes a little bit more. How much do you try to balance that out?
Well, you try to break it down into drills where they're not running 60 yards, but you can go live doing a 20-yard drill and get the same thing. And we talked about it this morning. We've got to do some more of that live because I want to find out who the returners are too.
How big a pool of guys are you looking at now?
Probably 70.
Cool.
Take out the offensive and defensive line. Everybody else is good to go.
Even linebackers.
Well, some of them, yeah. Victor looks good running the ball out there on the scout team for the defense.
Anything else for Coach?
Jalen, I think in the spring you said you wanted him to be a little more consistent. Is that something?
Jalen Camp?
Jalen Camp.
Yeah, I think just be more confident in his ability. You know, make quick decisions and be confident, and because he's physically talented. So he's just got to be confident in his ability, and playing more hopefully will help that. You don't have to think, you know where to go, you know what to do, and you can react. You don't have to think, oh, what am I supposed to do here? And then it's too late.
Is it still kind of a gulf between Brad, Jalen, and Steve versus?
Steve was having a really good camp. He's been having a good camp.
Do you feel like those three kind of have separated themselves?
I would think that those three are probably ahead of the others, yeah.
Steve's not a really big kid, and I
Mhm.
imagine has.
Yeah,
those
he's
things.
got a lot of ability too.
Anything else for Coach? All right.
I
Thanks,
guess.
Coach. Pretty good about that.
True.
All right, ABAC Nathan Cottrell will open right up for questions.
You heard Jason talking about the effort out there today. What did you see?
I mean, it's getting hot out there. We just got to battle through adversity. Everybody's trying to push through the heat. You know, it's the second day, full pads. Everybody's working hard, though. I love all the effort. We got a lot of depth at most positions. Love seeing all the energy out there. High energy the whole time, high tempo. Everybody's looking good, and just got to keep pushing through it.
You got a trio of young guys kind of working behind you now that are kind of. How much have you kind of taken them under your wing in terms of trying to teach and help them get ready?
Oh yeah, most of the older A-backs, we've all been as a group just trying to help each other out, and especially bringing the young guys along. Because I know my freshman year when I came in, there was a bunch of veterans that I was behind too, and just being able to learn from them, and I'm trying to kind of do the same thing with them too, because I know that helped me a lot when I came in. So as much as we can, you know, we're just trying to help them study the books, get the plays down, get all the reads, and just do as much as we can to help them out.
How much did it help? You played a lot last year. You probably played maybe some of the most snaps that you got over the season. How much do you think that's helped your growth in terms of your performance and blocking and kind of?
Oh, tremendously. And then, I mean, even just in this offseason, being able to go back and watch that actual game film, you know, getting to learn from my mistakes, seeing what I did good and seeing what I can do better. I mean, just being able to watch the film and continuing, like you said, continuing to grow, it's been a tremendous help, just being able to move forward and to keep progressing towards the goals that I want to achieve as myself and to help the team as well.
Do you kind of view it as the three of you guys are sort of all the starters, like all three of you, and then it's whoever gets picked or whatever? Because it seems like they just roll the three of you guys.
Yeah, no, I mean, I try not to look at it like that because, I mean, I try to go out there every day just trying to earn my position and just continue to work hard and push through every day, find things I can work or get better at day to day, and just continuing to try to improve myself and to improve my game as much as I can.
The hardest thing for those freshmen, is that just getting into the playbook?
Just that, and I mean, getting used to the speed of the game. I mean, I know me personally, when I first came in as a freshman, everybody says the speed of the game increases, and you don't really know what that's like until you get into full pads and really start getting the reps. So I think the plays, for sure, that's a hard thing to get down, but just really getting used to the flow of the game and how things are going and the pace of it and just how much faster it is coming from high school to college it's a huge leap of just like the speed. It's a big difference.
Chris, as a group, like, what is your sense been either from what Coach Owens has told you or from just observing that how you guys did with the perimeter blocking last season and where maybe needs to get better?
I mean, there's a lot of improvements to be made. I mean, I know we missed a lot of big opportunities, big plays that could have happened. I mean, like I said, when you go back and watch the film of the games from last year, there's a lot of things we could have done that could have changed a lot of the games from last season. So we've been working very hard to get that down and just trying to really dial down what we need to do that can help us get better at that.
There's a lot just technique.
A lot of technique, just a lot of just really getting what works for you down. Because, I mean, blocking for everybody is a little different, and everybody does it pretty differently. So, I mean, really just dialing in and seeing what you can do better, seeing what works for you is probably the best way to get through it.
Coach talked about wanting the offense to do a better job of playing when they're ahead. When you were watching that film, did you notice that from last year?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times, I mean, even if we were up or we were down, it's just you kind of see the offense kind of take a little dip. But, I mean, that's the thing. But we're working this season to get through and to push through. I mean, we got a lot of veterans coming back, a lot of people coming back on both sides. So I think offensively and defensively is something we can improve on. I definitely think that's something we're going to work on in camp and continue to push through and get better at.
What's, I guess, kind of the pitch aspect of the offense with Taquan? Do you feel like that's kind of developing more? I know maybe you had more reps with him from the spring a year ago than some of the other guys, but I imagine that's something that you guys kind of have to figure out how you gel and knowing where he puts the ball and that kind of thing.
Yeah, and I mean it depends on the flow of the game too. I mean, depending on if we can get the pitches out there, if we can get the perimeter blocked. I mean, there's a lot of different aspects that go into it. I mean, it's definitely a thing we've gotten better at, and I feel like it's something that'll be, I guess we'll all be a little bit more comfortable with having. This will be our second year with Taquan, and just being able to get all those reps in with him. It's definitely helped tremendously.
Your knee, is it still like improving or getting better, or are you still adjusting in some way, or is it kind of feel the same way it did last year?
I mean I wouldn't say it's any different than it was before. I mean, I feel like just going through all the rehab I went through and had a lot of great people help me out with that and got me back to 100%. It feels great. No issues with it.
Say you're a Gant, kind of where is he and where can he get better, and what can he do to kind of get more in the mix, I think?
I don't really know any specifics technically per se. I mean, just everybody. I mean, we all got a lot to work on. As A-backs, as a group, I wouldn't single anybody out to do one thing better than anybody else. We're all helping to push each other and trying to make each other better every day and continuing that competition within the A-back squad to just like I said, to continue to improve and do the best that we can for the team.
Anything else for Nate? All right.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Your section. Good job.
Thanks.
Hold the right up for questions for Jalen.
How's camp going so far for you?
Camp's been going well, you know, working on timing and, you know, with the quarterbacks and whatever. It's good to see the young receivers and even Dolphus, who's been here for a couple of years, and Jair, you know, come along. But it's been cool so far.
Has it helped that you had the summer to work with Quan a little bit more in depth and knowing what your role is now?
Oh, yes, sir.
Did it maybe have a little more?
Yes, sir. Coming in, I knew my role would be bigger. So this summer I tried to make it my point to, you know, get him out the house, you know, hit him up whenever, even on the weekends, you know, let's hit the indoor, get a couple routes in, you know, work on our timing because I know that my role, like I said, is going to be more.
Watching Ricky over the last couple of years, what did you pick up from him that you want to put into your game?
Seeing Ricky, well, of course, I like his physicality. Ricky was probably one of the most physical receivers I've seen. And probably his blocking and his route running, coming out in and out of his breaks, and his deceptive speed.
Where do you feel like you've improved most coming into this year?
Improved most? I would like to say my route running and my blocking. I would improve the most on knowing where to be on a defender and where to seal him.
How much do you feel like you've developed as a receiver? I know you probably felt like you were a little bit raw coming in here.
Oh, yes, sir.
You know, it's a long way from when you were a freshman to now, you know, being in a position to start.
Yeah, coming in as a freshman, you know, it was a lot faster coming in with the college game. But I think for me, I've developed like to kind of let the game slow down for me and see it slower and kind of, you know where I'm going and know my assignments and the timing with the quarterback.
Do you feel like you can use your strength to get separation and use that as a plus for your game?
Yes, sir. In terms of blocking, I think I can use my strength a lot. That would be a thing that will help me a lot. And then in terms of route running, I think coming in and out of my breaks when a defender tries to jam me, I can use my strength to get his hands off of me or try to reroute me during my route. I think that would help me a lot.
Who's the guy you enjoy going up against the most when you guys do 7-on-7 or 11-on-11 at corner? Like the guy who presents a good challenge, or you guys have a little bit of back and forth?
Oh, I think it's got to be a Johnny Kerr. You know, we have like our little personal battle going on during camp. We see who wins the day each day. You know, we go up against each other every day in one-on-ones and pass scale, and we try to, you know, at the end of the day, we see who won this, who won that, and who won the day overall.
Who's got the upper hand?
Oh, that's me right now. That's me.
Is it close?
It's close. It's close. Yes, sir. I'm not gonna put him under like that, but it's close.
Steve Dolphus' coach was saying that he's kind of emerged. What have you seen out of him?
I've seen that he's becoming a leader a lot, and actually knowing his playbook and knowing where to go. And I've seen him knowing his play so much that he's even helping the lower freshmen. So that's a big step for him. And Steve out there on the field, he's doing everything 100% because he actually knows where he's going, and that helped him a lot.
Any of those young receivers kind of catching your eye so far in camp, and anyone you've taken under your wing?
I like Malachi a lot. Yeah, his speed and he's also a physical blocker too, so he's gonna be a good one.
Who's your roommate?
My roommate is JD, Jordan Dominic.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't know.
Anything else for Jalen?
Your brother just committed. How exciting is that for you?
I'm not really sure what I can say on that, but if that works out, I think it'll be awesome to be able to play with him, and I'm very proud of him.
Have the two of you played together before?
We have not.
Because like age separate.
Yeah, I was on when he came into the high school. I was a senior on varsity, and he was a freshman playing on the freshman team, so we didn't get to play each other.
All right. Describe his style and what he can do from what you've seen of him.
Oh, he's real physical, and he also has like deceptive speed. Because at D lineman, you gotta be quick, have good hips, and I think he can help be a speed kind of interior rusher or wherever they need him. And he's incredibly strong. He's stronger than me, and he's still got. So that's another plus.
I think you said in the spring your bench is 380. Is it still there, or is it bumped up anymore?
Oh, I think we're right there, 380.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jalen. Hazel Lee.
Playing a lot of center, are you starting to like it better than any of the other positions on the line?
I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean, I like it. I actually do like it better than tackle. It's a little easier, but I just like the physicalness and really just helping out the team and trying to get better.
It seems like you're a quick guy getting up to that second level, and then linebackers and stuff would fit your game. Is that kind of how you see Klein sounding a little bit?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. My first few steps off the ball are pretty quick. My explosion, just different stuff like that. That's why Coach kind of put me there. He knew that I can transition well. So, yeah.
Coming out of high school, you didn't have much experience on the offensive side of the ball. How long did it take you to get comfortable on the offensive line?
Well, playing in our offense, it didn't take me long at all. I love playing low and exploding off the ball, and that's kind of what I kind of was hoping to bring here, and that's what I have brought here. So, yeah.
Is it a little easier playing center? It seems like that at tackle it's hard sometimes to get your guy to get at them and working in space and all that. Whereas centers, you have pretty much set responsibilities that are a little more attainable. Is it more satisfying for you?
Yeah, it definitely is. The most vocal part is just calling linebackers and stuff like that, knowing which way to go on different plays and snapping that ball. I mean, that's different, but I'm loving it. I like it.
Some of the defensive players yesterday said that the defensive lineman made several big plays. So, as an offensive lineman, what have you seen as far as Woody's schemes, as far as blocking them? Is it just more aggressiveness, or what is it that I guess maybe challenging as an offensive lineman to block the scheme?
Well, they've been playing against us for so long. I would hope that they would bring that physicality every day, but they have brought a lot of intensity and a lot of physicality lately. So, I mean, I think that's what it more is. They been picking it up. So.
Have any of your teammates given you any tips?
Andy Marshall one, Chet Lagarde, they've really been helping me. Anytime I have any questions, I ask them, and they've really been helping me. But I've also been working a little bit at tackle too, so I've been getting both reps, but mostly at center. But they've really been helping me, those guys.
How's the gear in terms of some of the guys are talking about? It's a little more easy to move around and a little more comfortable, a little more breathable. Is that something you've noticed?
It definitely is. I'm able to actually move my legs a little bit. Move my arms, stretch out, and kind of. But yeah, I love the gear. Adidas has done a wonderful job.
Curious, how did you find out that the coaches wanted you to move to center back in the spring?
Kind of just after Kenny got hurt and went down. Came into coach's office one day, and he just asked me, he kind of asked me what I wanted to do, and I told him, I said, yeah, it's a great opportunity, so, I knew what I could bring to the table, so that's kind of how I went from there, and he's been working me at both center and tackle, so.
Coach Stevok?
Yes, sir.
Are there any challenges of needing to play both positions?
No, not really. I figure once you learn how to play tackle, you really can play any position. I feel like tackle is the hardest position to learn. So,
Why is that?
just from week to week, everything changes. You have your basic assignments, but something always changes, especially against a different defense and stuff like that. Your assignments and your steps and how you attack people, it just changes. So that's the most difficult part.
How much did you work with Taquan in the offseason just to try to kind of find some rhythm with him snapping the ball?
A lot. Tuesdays and Thursdays we went in and they did 7-on-7. Before and after that we got snaps in, plenty of snaps in, just to really build that bond, that relationship between us.
Coach mentioned he was a little disappointed with the effort of the offense today. What do you think went into that? And I mean, second day in pads, what was your take on all that?
Just the heat. We wasn't focused, but I know tomorrow we got to pick it up because it's less than a month and we play our first game, so we really have to bring the intensity and start being more consistent, especially running the ball because we can't rely on big plays as far as passing and stuff like that. So definitely got to pick the intensity up on the offensive line and around everyone else too.
Is this a hard part of camp where you're adjusting, you're going into pads, and you still have a long way to go before you play your first game? Does it make it a little bit harder sometimes mentally through some of these practices?
Definitely, because we've been in school most of the summer and just working out, so we haven't really played a lot of football. So now we coming back and going over those plays again. So now we just got to get mentally in tune with everything as far as the football part. So yeah.
The redshirt freshmen guys like Connor and Connor's summer, but Charlie and Zach, how are those guys doing? What do you see on them?
I've seen a lot of improvement. Those guys are really stepping up, and we're going to really be able to use those guys this year. They've done a wonderful job. Charlie, Zach, Bo, Connor, they're really stepping up, getting better with their footwork, coming off the ball. They've done a wonderful job. So, I'm hoping they'll keep it up, and we can really utilize those guys during the season.
Anything else for Jason?
Lucas was saying after the spring game last spring that you guys were getting in a room, pressing snaps. What was that like, and kind of how did that go?
It was a little hard because we're trying to snap the ball on carpet, so I was kind of starting to step and slide and stuff like that. It kind of helped. I know it helped a lot because as you know, we probably had a few quarterback center exchanges in the spring game, but we've definitely gotten a lot better. We worked on it all over the summer, and hoping just to improve as time goes by.
Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jason.
No problem.